Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. This is going to be our end of the year video. And we know it's almost done with January, we're late. That's kind of our thing. Before we start our end of the year video, we decided to spice it up a little bit with a little hot sauce challenge. We don't really care for hot sauces all that much. I like, regular hot sauce, but for Christmas, Kara got me a 12-unit hot sauce challenge, which goes from hot sauce to Satan's anus.
I'm regretting every minute of this.
And every time we talk about a month, we're gonna do a little hot sauce challenge with Chip, just for fun.
And you're the Polish guy and I'm the bland potato.
A bland potato.
So the hot sauce is not going to bode well.
But I'm gonna be talking about it. Kara's gonna be chiming in like she normally does. And she's also gonna be working on her painting as well.
Yep.
Before we start January, we're gonna try the green chili.
Oh.
Ooh, smells like hot sauce.
Oh my God.
If that's gonna be the weakest one, we are all dead.
Oh my God.
We might make it to 2. That's good though. That's a good hot sauce.
Ah. Oh.
January.
I'm gonna die, but I'm committed.
Well, at the beginning of last year in January, Kara got a lot of her paintings doing stuff, man, doing stuff. And she's now dying on the weakest hot sauce. There was I don't know if it was just an exhibition called Facing the Universe, the Cosmos Within, where she got her Beef Tough Sisters painting in. That painting actually went places, and that'll be for another month. And also at the beginning of last year, we dropped off artwork at the Hopkins Center in Minnesota, at the Hopkins Art Center. Strangely enough, we did that again this month. More artwork went there, so Minnesota kind of likes us, so it's fun. We did some house maintenance, such as we added battery backup sump pumps in each house. And when I mean each house, it means our house and Kara's mom's house.
All the cords go through this hole, except this one.
When you live out in the country, you have a basement in Wisconsin, you need a sump pump. And when you live out in the middle of butthole nowhere, you need a battery backup in case the power goes out for 2-3 days.
This is my hometown, butthole.
I know, it is a butthole town.
You can go back to your butthole.
No, that's a Polish town. Won't do it. I also added toe kick drawers in the kitchen. Oh, they're awesome. If you don't have toe kick drawers, get yourself some toe kick drawers. They are so, it's nice, do it. In our workout room, we added more shelves for more toys because it was just shelves for He-Man and Thundercat figures, but we decided to have an all-inclusive workout wall. So now it encompasses My Little Ponies, Fashion Star Feelies, and we're starting to put some G.I. Joes up there now. But now it is an all-inclusive workout wall. So when we work out, we have our 80s inspiration. Since we were putting more toys up, I had a lot more toys up in the ceiling, so I decided to add some Christmas lights to highlight some of the toys so you could see them in the ceiling. So I added an extra switch and an outlet, so it's a switch-controlled outlet. So whenever I want to see my toys I have displayed, I can just flip a switch and boom, Christmas lights and G.I. Joes and toys and oh yeah, and there's lots of Care Bears and ponies and everything we have, man, everything. We have everything, Gummy Bears, Rescue Rangers.
Yes.
January was also the month where we made the big computer desk. We had a nice computer desk, but we wanted a big boy. So we made about an 8-foot long, 3-foot wide computer desk from one solid piece of pine and a lot of epoxy. Also in January, Kara did a drawing of our niece Abby, who's our favorite niece of all our nieces. But she did a nice drawing of that, and she hasn't done a drawing like that in a long time. When was the last time you did a big drawing like that?
Couldn't even tell you because it's been painting and pottery.
Couldn't even tell you, everybody.
No.
And the last thing that happened in January was Kara finished her big painting of the Hoppa, which is called Fear. And that is currently hanging up in the Hopkins Center, and it actually won an honorable mention this last month. So last year she finished the painting, now it's in the gallery. Okay, now on to February. So that means a new hot sauce.
Oh God.
And this is just Chipotle, which kind of looks like the color of cat poop. That actually smells pretty good.
Kind of barbecuey.
Mm-hmm.
That one was milder than the first one.
It's still hot, but good. February was a slow month. All we really did that month is we added a lot of toys to our anime shelves. And the reason why we did that is for the last 20-25 years, I've had all of my toys, Kara too, just in storage. And I got tired of looking at all these storage bins. And I said if we can't display them, we're gonna sell them, get rid of them. So now we have lots of places for our toys. We added lots of anime figures, all those cool 90s cartoons. Now on to the next month, which is another hot sauce, chocolate chipotle. So the last one I said chocolate chipotle.
It is chocolatey. That's weird.
That's kind of fun. As I chew with my mouth, and that wasn't hot at all. You have no idea how scared we are on these. Hot sauce in reverse in 7 hours.
Like, oh no, I'm glad you installed them today.
It's the final countdown. March wasn't the biggest month for us, but it was kind of the most exciting month for us. Kara's painting the Beef Tough Sisters, which got into a show in January, The Cosmos Within. There's a scientist, philanthropist, cool guy called Samuel Peralta, and he's putting a bunch of different artworks together, and they're gonna go in a time capsule and get sent to the moon, and Kara's painting the Beef Tough Sisters is one of them. It's kind of fun. Everybody asks, are they shipping the whole painting up there to space? It's like, no, it's in a digital format.
I'm like, that would...
And then in March, she also had another painting. She did a painting of me called Dreamer. She submitted to a competition, but it wasn't her favorite painting. It didn't make it to the competition, but it's my favorite painting because it's of me. Well, the next month, April, we have to take another hot sauce check.
Slow down.
Garlic. Ooh, that smells like a garlic punch in the mouth. Garlic hot sauce. You good?
Wow.
Uvula. It's not as hot as the first one, actually. Or we're getting desensitized. Well, last year in April, we had our first open house. It's kind of like an open house, open studio tour. And we had our house and studios open for 2 days, and lots of strange random people came in. Nobody knows we exist out here. We're in the middle of nowhere, 2 weirdo artists, hippies, you might say. But it was a lot of fun, and we're planning to do it again this year, but it was our first open house, and we had a blast showing off our house and all the stuff we can do. When you're in kindergarten and you get to do show and tell day, bring in something like your favorite toy, and you're so proud of this little toy and you show and tell it. That's what we did for that weekend. We showed and told our house.
Showed and tell.
Showed and told. We also had our first wedding of the year, and it was a smaller wedding. It was actually at the art museum in Wausau. It was Jenny Abraham's wedding. And it was a small wedding because of the, coronavirus exploding everywhere, but it was a fun little wedding, and it was an older couple, which we don't get to shoot too often. And those always make great photos.
Oh, man.
Every photo we took was just money.
She's super photogenic, so that helps too.
And then to finish off the month, Kara finished another painting of Emily. She called Witching Hour. And that's one of her girls. She is actually an artist down in the Chicago area.
Yeah, she's a firecracker.
She's a firecracker. She's a firecracker. But we'll show a picture of her like right here. That's it. The next month is May. So that means we need another hot sauce. Oh, and this one is garlic herb. Garlic herb.
Whatever. I like the 2 generals on the sub. Each get a chip. Turnkey.
I don't know if we're getting used to the hot sauces or they're just not hot.
Speak for yourself.
In May, we started off the month. I needed to update the computer because when I'm doing these videos, it was taking about 3 to 4 hours just to render the video. And it's like, I got stuff to do. So we built our first computer. Found out that when we built the computer, I took all this footage for it. I forgot to make the video for it. I never did the YouTube video on building the computer.
For real?
Mm-hmm. What really sucked is I was shopping for the parts in March, and I had my graphics card picked out. And then I didn't know that they weren't making graphics cards because of the pandemic, and they're all back ordered. So the graphics card I wanted went from $150 to $800. No, it wasn't even the one I wanted. But I was putting a computer together and I realized I never bought the graphics card. I put it in a shopping cart and that's where it was. And then it went up like 400% in price, so I had to go shopping for another one, and it works well, it's just not what baby wanted. In May, Kara had her very last art show in Auburndale, and it was kind of fun, kind of not, because
it was bittersweet.
It was because she knew it was her last year teaching there. She didn't know that. She wanted to do it because the kids needed an art show and they deserved it.
That's exactly right, because at first I was told no. Powers that be were telling me no, 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 and I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and I think they finally got sick of listening to me. So no, it was really nice to have an actual in-person show.
Also in May, another one of Kara's paintings, one of the Anyas, Andromeda. We actually shipped that one to
Andromeda.
Oh God. That was the first time we actually had to ship a painting to a different state, so it was kind of scary for us. but I got into a show in Loveland, Colorado, and we shipped it there. It's called Andromeda, but they pronounced it when they had their virtual show Andromeda, and we kind of rolled our eyes at that. It's like, really?
And it's like, come on,
It's not that hard.
science.
Also at the end of May, we had our very first 2 art shows. She was still teaching, so then she had to take off on a Friday, and we drove. And they weren't close by either. One was in Milwaukee, one was by Chicagoland, so it was a long weekend. Now, the next month, before I can talk about it, we got to do a dibby dab of hot sauce.
I'm never gonna get anything done.
And this one is red pepper. No, no!
Good job, number.
No, you're gonna bring your little kitty cat, come.
Ugh. Yeah, it smells like the red hot sauce. How come your dab's smaller than mine?
Because I like the bottom.
What? Ew.
Red hot. Ugh. June was an exciting month because June was the month that we finally figured out Kara should resign from teaching. She was scared. I wasn't. But that was
frightening.
a hard thing for her. 15 years at the same teaching job, and all of a sudden it's like, well, I'm gonna quit and be an artist now.
Did I throw it all away? Did I make a mistake? Do I regret anything?
That was hard for her, but she did it, and I'm really proud of her because for something she went to school for 5 years for, dedicated 15 years in teaching. So 20 years of her life was in teaching. She learned a lot of things teaching. She doesn't regret any of it. So she left a good job to get a better job. And in June, besides the Kara resigning, we had more art fairs. We're not talking about every single art fair because we're making videos of every single one we went to. We went to 10 total. June was a busy month because Kara had 0 time off from resigning from teaching because she started her new career at the same time she was ending her current career, so she was doing double duty. We're done with June, now we're doing jalapeno.
You're supposed to waft.
Ooh,
Didn't you learn anything in science? Oh, it burns your eyes.
they're not hot at all, it just tastes green. July was busy for us. We had art fairs we were going to, but in between art fairs, we decided to redo some block on the barn.
Oh, mud boy. I need more mud. Fetch me that trowel.
Mud boy, fetch me this trowel. Mud boy. Stupid Do it yourself.
So we had a lot of block we had to do in the barn. There's one patch, I'm looking at it, maybe 20 block. It ended up being about 80.
That was 90, we counted.
Every time I'd take a block out, another block would just crumble.
Wow, dude, that is a whole...
It just fell down. Oh, well, it's pretty rotten when you can break concrete block with your fist.
Then there was one section of the wall. It was like 10 block. I just grabbed it and the whole thing just fell down. But it looks good now.
It does.
Also in July, Kara's art babies visited her.
Where's your rock lab? Way over there! Shut up! Hey! Why would you abuse the cone?
So her students that graduated in, I think, 2019, 2018, they all decided they wanted to come visit. So they came over and they spent 14 hours with us. They spent 12 hours with us. They spent 12 and a half. So they came over, spent about 12 and a half hours, and it went so fast because they're such awesome, wonderful people. They left at about 10:30, and Kara had to finish a painting she was gonna submit. And she had to finish painting it. We had to photograph it, do a little 1-minute video on her explaining it, and upload it all. And it doesn't sound like it'd be a big deal, but we have farm internet. Everybody in the whole country, they're getting 5G. We have 2 bars, tops. We can't watch a YouTube video past 360. Yeah, we have Sega Genesis quality internet.
Sonic.
It's a great analogy.
Get the rings!
But I had a table commission, and it's the first time I did a table commission where it was branches for a base.
Oh.
So for me, that was really outside my comfort zone, but I dudes it and it looked really good. And also at the end of that month, Kara had a commission from an art fair where it was the old man she had to paint. Her name was Candace, and she's one of the very few customers we've ever had where she actually came through. It says she wants a painting commission, boom, there's a painting commission. And next month is August, so that indicates another hot sauce. Ooh, and this one is smoky bourbon.
Eh, it smells like red hot.
I know.
Again.
Ugh.
Oh! Ew! Oh, it's hot too.
Smoky bourbon.
Oh! That's like Satan's
Not hot, just gross. In August, since we were doing stuff with the barn, we had a weekend off where we started fixing up the shed because there's some buildings on the property, and if you don't take care of them, they're gonna fall apart.
Say.
That was nice.
That was nice.
So we took off an old sliding door that's never been used, built the wall, repaneled it so it kind of matches, repainted it, and it looks good. We did shed. Shed looks good. Since we didn't have art fairs every single weekend, we did a wedding. It was the Bridget wedding, and that was a fun wedding. It was in a hotel, and she was a fun bride, fun family. Just couldn't ask for a prettier bride.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Wow.
My favorite is Edward Hopper's photo.
Also in August, we went to an auction because they had a planer for sale, and now I have a big boy planer. I have a 20-inch wide planer. Kara caught a fish this big.
It's a big hot mess, man.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Lobo planer.
Yeah.
Never heard of it, but it works well. Also in August, we did a photo shoot. It was a first for us. It's one of Kara's students, Abby, and it was her and her pig. So we never did a girl and her pig photo shoot. So that was fun. I also got to shoot one of my old students, Chase's senior photos.
That sounds so bad when you said I got to shoot.
I shot one of my students. He's dead.
Don't. You could just say you photographed
I shot him with my Canon. Nothing left. And Kara also finished in August another painting she had a commission for. It was a cow painting. So she never did a moo cow painting before. That's the first time Kara put like 4 or 5 photos together for one painting. So that was quite the challenge for her. And that's the end of August. So September, we need another hot sauce shot. Uh-oh, habanero. I guess that's hotter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot hotter.
You know you got jelly beans after this.
Yeah, it's a hot. Oh.
Oh, this is size of the. Oh, you're killing me.
Yeah. If you can see her face right now. She's just a Mr. Yuck sticker, except the red one.
No.
Oh.
Oh, I'm snotting more.
So as Kara cries from the habanero, in September, Kara got into the International Biennial Portrait Competition with one of her Anya paintings. So that's a big deal because it's an international competition, and she got in. But of course, who else would I marry except a famous painter?
Oh my god, like this side of my mouth inside is numb. I've been talking about that for a while.
Also in September, we were doing an art fair in Milwaukee, and 2 of my old students from my first teaching job showed up. It was Katie and Ayrton. But I haven't seen them for, I would say, 15, 20 years.
From Lakeview?
Yeah, and they didn't age. They're in their 30s now. How freaking old am I now? Oh my God.
You are the crypt keeper, Mr. Salt and Pepper.
September was our 3rd wedding of the year, and that was Cassandra's wedding.
Aw.
One of the Wolf Pack.
Yes. Yes.
And that was a fun wedding. The whole Wolf family's just wonderful.
Oh my god, yeah.
Also in September, Kara and I had a bunch of art in the Pablo Center in Eau Claire. I had 2 tables, Kara had 2 paintings. My one bench actually won Best of Show. So my one bench Cleo made me poop my pants because the woodworker got Best of Show.
Yes.
And that was fun.
Who else would I?
Yeah, that's right. Who else would you marry? I got Best Show, but Kara got honorable mention too for one of her paintings. So for another international show, power couple. Now on to October, which means another hot sauce. Oh man, last one was habanero. This one is mango habanero. Whoops, that one will be mine. It tastes good. It's not even hot now.
Oh, I don't like it. Oh, it just tastes bad. No.
She doesn't like it. In October, we had our very last art show. It was in Stillwater, and it was our best art show. We made the most money, we felt the most successful, and it's nice to end the art fair season on a high note. When that was done, I finally finished an epoxy beam.
You finally did the happy.
Oh, my mouth's a little numb. There's an epoxy barn beam that I started like 2-3 years ago. Never liked it, so I finally finished it, and that's the mantle above the bathtub. It's a huge fail for me, and I'm deciding it. My mouth hurts so much, and I've decided to highlight. I decided to highlight my mistakes because why not? It's fun. It still looks good, just not the best.
You say you keep that one because that one was a huge learning opportunity for you too, about pouring epoxy.
Also in October, we finally finished the block in the barn. It took that freaking long because it was just an ant's nest. Kara just nodded herself from the habanero. And since we were done with the art fairs, I decided to redo the pavers in front of the barn because they were so weedy. I wanted to extend them a little bit anyways, and it was just easy to redo the whole thing. So now the front of the barn looks pretty because we redid the pavers. And we had to get it done before everything started freezing tight too. Now November.
Oh.
Whiskey habanero.
Yes!
But it's still habanero.
It's a Jameson.
No. Ugh.
I like it better. Oh.
It's hot, but it doesn't taste good.
I like it better than the mango one, but she's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. In November, we submitted to another art show. It was the annual National Juried Exhibition at the Wausau Museum, and we both got pieces in.
It was juried by Peter Trippy from Fine Art Concert.
Oh yeah.
He's the editor.
Liked one of Kara's paintings, the Franziska series, and he liked my table Envious. And we just recently picked them up like a week ago. And that was fun for us because we got into another show together. So we're starting to figure out the art thing. It's kind of fun. Another big thing that happened in November is Kara turned 40 in November. Yeah, the same day as the opening for the art show that we both got into. We were doing photos and video. That was also Kara's birthday too.
Gotta work. You can't believe we gotta work on my birthday.
Gotta work on my birthday. So good job looking good at 40, Kara.
Oh, thank you.
And another huge thing that happened in November is Kara's mom finally retired.
Yes.
So now she can live the easy life, letting her kids do all the work for her. You bum. You bum.
Oh, she's gonna watch this. You're gonna hear about it.
Okay, before we talk about the last month, we had the last hot sauce. And that is the ghost pepper hot sauce, which is the hottest hot sauce this side of Satan's butthole
That we have.
that we have.
Should be
Okay,
short
I'll go
squats,
first.
You know.
I'll go first. Oh.
Oh my god. Yeah, well remember that. I have to have the same size.
Doesn't taste good. It's like when you clean out a trap under a sink and you have that smell of the sewer gas. But it just tastes like trash. Let's get this month over with. Put your face in the camera. I want to have people see the pain on your face and disappointment of how it tastes. Like,
Oh, it just hit. Oh my god.
like it's a hot. Dick cut all the way down. I gotta go outside and eat some grass.
I'm gonna eat some snow. I'm gonna plow into some
It
snow.
hurts.
Oh, tongue is numb.
Sweating hard. And the last month, so December last month, Kara started painting on a fellow painter's painting. He has a big commission, and she got to start painting on it, which was kind of frick.
Avocado.
Which was an honor for her. So it's still ongoing.
I thought he was joking at first, just to make me feel good, you know, thinking I'm kind of knowing what I'm doing, but no, it's a legit thing.
We found out last month too that we're back in the Hopkins Center. So what we said we did in January last year, we got back into it this year. So I have one table in there and Kara has one painting in there. Kara has two paintings in there. So we're excited we get to be in another art show together, and that's in Minnesota. I also did my biggest scrap wood table to date, and it was a commission. I just called it the big boy because it weighed 87 pounds when it was done. And to finish off the year, we did 54 YouTube videos last year. So we're planning more YouTube videos at least once a week. But that's it. That's our year in review. And it's a long one, so if you stayed through us for the whole thing, it's either because you're interested in it or you wanted to see us eat all the hot sauces. It's like,
Well, here. We'll do this. We're gonna die from hot. Might as well do it all at once. And
that ghost pepper's a Another thing Kara bought is hot bean challenge. The cayenne.
so it's
Cayenne pepper jelly bean. I don't,
oh.
That's a game.
So I guess we had a couple questions for the handful of people that might watch this. We were kicking around the idea of starting a newsletter.
So if you're interested in a newsletter, leave a comment below and we might start one up.
We were also discussing the possibility of a Patreon.
Yeah, if we started up a Patreon and you're paying a monthly thing, what kind of extra content would you want to be a member of?
We could always ask them, you know, do they want extra content? Do they want like
A mug giveaway, a cutting board giveaway, something
Yeah.
like that. We have no idea what we're doing.
But we're thinking of starting that up possibly this year along with a newsletter. So we value your input because you take the time to watch these and it's cool.
But anyways,
Gotta finish.
oh God, no.
Yep, we got 4 left. Killer.
Carolina Reaper. That's like the hottest one.
He's got speckles, right?
And they're nasty jelly beans. Tastes like butt. Hot butt.
Oh.
Sriracha.
Calm down. Slow down.
No, we're getting it done. Oh, it's like the bean boozled except with hot sauce. That's a gross bean. Good luck.
Oh.
Like hot diarrhea in your mouth. 2 horrible ones left. Jalapeno and habanero. Jalapeno, the green one.
I can't feel my tongue. Oh. It's like a little green peppery, but then the jalapeno kicks in.
Last one is habanero. Yeah. They're all gross. That's why they're in a little plastic coffin. Not even good tasting. I'm gonna call in sick tomorrow. So thanks for watching, everybody. We did 12 hot sauces and 5 hot beans. But thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.